Namaste everyone. Our today's topic of discussion is fraction. So let us see what is fraction. So in a very simple manner, I will like to discuss about what is fraction, its various types and more about it. So let us begin. So fraction. A fraction is a number that expresses part of a group, or we can say part of a whole. Now what is part of a whole? Now let us take one sheet of paper, okay, divide it equally into 4 equal parts, fine, and I ask you to color one of the part. Now, what part of the paper is colored? 1 out of the 4, is it not? 1 out of the 4 part is colored. That means out of 4, 1 part is colored. Isn't it? So this kind of representation, okay, this kind of representation of part of a whole, this is part of the whole, isn't it, is known as fraction. Okay. Now in this particular part we have 2 parts, isn't it? Up and down. So the upper part is known as numerator and the lower part as denominator. Okay. The upper part is known as numerator and the lower part is known as denominator. Now let us see various types of fraction. First is proper fraction. Now what is proper fraction? If the numerator of a fraction is lower than the denominator, that means 1 is smaller than 2, or 3 by 7 if we say, then 3 is smaller than 7. That means if the numerator is smaller than the denominator, then the fraction is known as proper fraction. Okay. Now let us say for example number 2. Second part we will discuss now. We will discuss the second part. It is improper fraction. Now what is improper fraction? Okay, 3 by 2, if I write 5 by 4, 101 by 2. If you see carefully, here in these fractions, the numerator is greater than the denominator. That means the numerator is greater than the denominator. Then this type of fractions are known as what? This type of fractions are known as improper fraction. Okay. Now I take 3 figures, 1, 2, 3, and divide them into 4 parts. Say for example, these figures be 3 pizzas or 3 pancakes. Okay, I have taken 3 pancakes. 3 pancakes I have taken, and Raman is a boy who loves to eat pancakes. Okay, so what he has done, he has, out of the 3, he has completely eaten up the first 2, okay, and the third one he was trying to eat but he could not eat full, but out of the 4 part he has taken 1. That means 1 plus 1, 2 complete part he has taken, and here from the third part he has taken only 1 out of 4, isn't it? So how you will represent? We can represent it as 2 1 by 4 part of the pancakes has been eaten up by Raman, isn't it? So this particular arrangement, if you see, it is not arranged in what? Proper way, in the arrangement that is shown in proper fraction, neither it is being arranged as it is shown in the improper fraction. This is a different arrangement that we are able to see, isn't it? This type of arrangement of fractions are known as mixed fractions. Now I am not going in very depth or in very detailed manner. I am just trying to express it in the most simplest way, okay, so that you can understand. Fine. So proper fraction, improper fraction, mixed fraction we have done. Now these are the three main categories of fraction. Now beyond them there are another categories of fraction which we are going to see next. Now the other types of fractions are number 4, decimal fraction. Now what are decimal fractions? Decimal fractions are those fractions which have denominator 10, 100, 1000 or so on. That means if a fraction have denominator, say for example 10, say for example 3 by 10, or if it is 36 by 100, or if it is 1000, etc. These types of fractions are known as decimal fraction. Okay, vulgar fraction. So now what are vulgar fractions? Now vulgar fractions are those fractions in which the denominators are whole number. Okay, in which the denominators are whole number, but it should be other than power of 10. That means say for example 3 by 26. 26 is a whole number, isn't it? But 26 is not a power of 10. Power of 10 means what? 10, 100, 1000. That means opposite of this, you can say decimal fraction. Okay, that will be called as vulgar fraction. Clear? Now simple fraction. Simple fraction can be expressed as the fraction in which both the numerator and the denominator are whole number. Okay, that means 2 by 3, 4 by 7, these type of fractions are known as simple fraction. Okay, now complex fraction. In a complex fraction or in a fraction, if either or both, okay, either or both numerator and denominator are expressed as fractions or mixed fractions. That means what? Say for example here this is a fraction. The numerator part is written as 2 1 by 3 and the denominator part is written as 3 by 7. Can you see the arrangement? Here the numerator is a mixed fraction and the denominator is also a fraction. Now this type of fractions are known as complex fraction. Now it is not mandatory that both the numerator and denominator should be of or it should be in fraction. Say for example, here the numerator is 2 and the denominator is 2 1 by 2. Okay, this type of fraction will also be known as complex fraction. Now come equivalent fraction. Okay, let me take, say, a pancake. This is also a similar pancake of the same measurement, say for example. Okay, here I have divided the pancake into 4 equal parts, but here I have divided the pancake into 8 equal parts. Okay, here I have chosen 1 out of the 4 part and here I have chosen 2 out of the 4 part. That means this is 1 by 4 and this is 2 by 8. If you see carefully, what you will find that this particular part from here to here, isn't it? From here to here I have chosen, and similarly here also I have chosen from here to here. That means I have taken the equal amount from both the pancakes. Here the fraction that you are seeing, or the fraction that it is visible in the board, might seem that they are different, But if you see carefully, they are of same category. That means they are of equivalent value. How? 1 by 4 and 2 by 8. 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8. That means it is also equal to 1 by 4. That means both are equal. That's why it is said as equivalent fraction. Now this type of fractions, 1 by 4 and 2 by 8, this type of fractions are known as equivalent fraction. Next comes next category of fraction. Next category of fraction, like and unlike fraction. Now what are they? Now I will write certain fractions here. Two set of fraction I will be writing. Okay. One is 2 by 3, comma 4 by 3, 67 by 4, 28 by 9, 3 by 13 by 3. Okay. This is one set of fraction. 5 fractions I have written. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fractions I have written. Down also I will be writing 5 more fractions. Say for example 67 by 2, 26, 261 by 2, 33 by 2, 27 by 2, 15 by 2. Here also I have written 5 fractions. That means this is one particular set of fraction and this is another set of fraction. This is set 1, say for example, and this is set 2. Now what do you see? In the first set, what do we see? In the first set we see that the denominators are all or some of the denominators are different, and in this particular second set what do we see? That all the denominators are same. Now if in a set of fractions all the denominators are same, then those fractions are known as like fraction. And if out of the set of fraction, if a single fraction is also different, or if in a single fraction also one of the denominator is different, then it will be unlike fraction. Hope it is clear to this much. You can note it down. So in our today's class we have discussed about what is fraction, what are the various types of fraction, isn't it? In our next or in our upcoming videos, I will be uploading questions related to fractions. I hope whatever is taught today, you will try to understand the topic, you will try to understand the various types of fractions, and you will not miss my upcoming videos, and stay tuned with my channel. Till then, I would like to wrap up my today's class. Namaskar.